Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. In fact, welcome to another ABBA video. I've been doing hundreds of these of late and I just can't help it. I'm still on a high over this here, the ABBA Voyage album, the first ABBA album in 40 years. I still can't get over it. It's the highlight of the 21st century music wise for me. But this video is actually a response to a video Graham Watson, Crackin Vinyl did. It's about 3 years ago now, and that's before I started even making videos. And it's called Beyond Gold, where he makes a 12-track album from songs that are not featured on ABBA Gold, nor are they featured on more ABBA Gold. Now the reason he did this was a lot of people seem to think that ABBA are a singles only band, even though they've had 6 studio #1 albums and 4 compilation #1 albums. They're always regarded as, for some reason, I don't know why, a singles only band. Now, Graham did 12 tracks like a proper album, but the way I'm going to do it is, because these 2 albums, this one and this one, are really products of the CD age. This contains 19 tracks and More Gold contains 20 tracks. I thought, can I make my Beyond ABBA Gold a full CD? And so mine has actually got 21 tracks, and I thought, well, this is going to be quite difficult, because will I be able to get 21 tracks? Well, nearly 30, and I found it very, very difficult to cut it down to 21, but the running time comes in around 77.5 minutes, and 21, that's fine, and it makes the 3 compilations 60 tracks altogether. So before I start, I'll show you what's actually on Gold and more ABBA Gold, so these songs you will not see in this list. Now, Gold is full of singles. ABBA Gold has actually got 8 of the 20 tracks as singles in the UK. So I'm starting off with mine, and the very first song to open Beyond Gold is from ABBA Arrival. I'll show CDs because it is going to be a CD, and it is the title track Arrival, which is a gorgeous instrumental. It's wordless, but it does have Frida and Agnieszka's gorgeous backing vocals, and it's absolutely beautiful and a fantastic way to start the album. The second song is actually the opener of Voulez-Vous, and it's As Good As New. Now this starts off with great strings, and then goes into a really funky bass, and then one of the catchiest choruses you'll ever hear. It's an absolutely brilliant song and a great way to follow Arrival as my number 2. The third track, we're going back to Ring Ring, and one of the most melodic songs ever did, with Bjorn singing the verses and the girls singing the chorus, and it's Another Town, Another Train, and this actually featured on their Greatest Hits album from 1976. Absolutely wonderful song, and it made my top 10 of ABBA LP tracks. Then we go back to Arrival again for track number 4, and it's the beautiful heartbreaking ballad My Love My Life, which it never really seems to get onto the compilations. It's Agnieszka's song, absolutely gorgeous, and there's a video for it as well, and she really sings it in a heartbreaking style. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's possibly my favourite of all their ballads. So number 4 track, My Love My Life. And my number 5, and it's a really upbeat song that Graham himself doesn't like, and it's Bang a Boomerang, and this was actually a single for Sven and Lotta, and I think they contributed this to the Song for Europe for Sweden in 1975, but it didn't win. But I love this, and there's a really great uplifting video, and if you watch the video and it doesn't make you feel good, you must be made of stone, because it's absolutely wonderful. And this also featured on the 1976 Greatest Hits. Number 6, and you can choose between 2 here. From ABBA the album. It's Move On, which is gorgeous. It used to be an ad for either Stena Sea Link or one of those ferry companies. I remember hearing it in the 90s and thinking, that's ABBA, and I really enjoyed it. But my problem is I do not like the spoken intro by Bjorn at the very start. So sometimes I actually prefer to play the Spanish version, which features on this. It's called Al Andar, and it's just the girls singing, and they actually sing the first verse. So either or, probably go for the very first one because it is in English, but I do really enjoy both of them. Okay, number 7, and this is actually a B-side from 1982 single, B-side of Under Attack, and it's You Owe Me One, and it features on the Visitors deluxe version. It's extremely catchy, a really catchy, good, fun song. Yeah, they're really good at making real hooky songs. It's not probably the best song in the world, but you know, I always enjoy it. It always makes me feel good, so it gets on as well at my number 7. And then at number 8, and we go back to Voulez-Vous again, and it's the magnificent If It Wasn't for the Nights. This is a disco classic. I believe this should have been a single in its own right. It was originally going to be one, but it kept being held back and then replaced by something else. But to me, this is better than Voulez-Vous, and it's better than Does Your Mother Know? And again, you see a performance of this where the girls are really dancing out to it. Really good. It's on YouTube. I think it's from the In Italy DVD, or one of those DVDs anyway. But yeah, really great song If It Wasn't for the Nights. Number 9, and we go back to Arrival, and it's the Bjorn led Why Does It Have to Be Me, with the girls singing the chorus. Again, really uplifting. The saxophone in this is fantastic. The live version with Frida is fantastic. She's such a performer. She really is. She lets it rip. You know, legs are flying everywhere. She's all over the place, and it's really, really good fun. And yeah, so it gets number 9 on my list. Number 10, and we slow it down a little bit, and From Waterloo. It's my favourite track off this album, and it's Dance While the Music Still Goes On. The verses are done by the girls, and then the chorus is actually done by them all, Bjorn included, and in fact you hear Bjorn's voice to the forefront. Absolutely beautiful song with a beautiful chorus, so melodic, and this too was on that 1976 Greatest Hits. So number 10, and we change it about a bit, and we have from Super Trooper, we have Me and I, which is very synth heavy, but yet again it's very melodic with a really catchy chorus. Frida takes the lead on this, and it is one of the best songs off this album. Incidentally, this deluxe version is the only version that they did that didn't have a slipcase, which is really annoying. You had to actually tear the strip at the top, and it just gets on my nerves. I don't know why they didn't do it. I heard that they'd run out of actual slipcases, but anyway, and it just doesn't look right. So anyway, Me and I gets my number 11. Number 12, and we have, see there's a slipcase there. From the Visitors we have Soldiers, which is a bit of an anti-nuclear war song. But again, it's so melodic, and it's actually quite long. It's nearly 5 minutes long, but the chorus is beautiful, sung brilliantly by, I think the two of them are singing it. Maybe Agneta's to the forefront here, but a really excellent song, and it gets number 12. Okay, at number 13, and from Arrival, it's Tiger. Yes, this has actually got a video as well, with the two girls in the car. Agneta's driving. Frida looks absolutely gorgeous in her bandana, and the two guys are in the back, and they're just driving around one of the cities at night. The vocals in this are really good, and the note that Agneta hits at the very end of this is unbelievable. And if you actually listen close, beside that note she even goes higher again. And Frida, I believe, has said that there's no way on earth she could do it. Absolutely fantastic. I don't know how she actually made that note, but she did. So well done, Agneta. Really good song, and it gets number 13. Number 14, and we have from Voulez-Vous again, and it's the Frida led The King Has Lost His Crown, which is the last song on side 1. Again, really good song. Maybe it's not quite as melodic as some of the other ones, but this is a grower. At first I wasn't too keen on this, but it really does grow on you. It's a very strong ABBA song, and it gets number 14. Number 15, and we go back to Waterloo, and we have Asta Manana, and this is beautiful. There's a black and white video for this, which is great. This was going to be the choice. It's between this and Waterloo for the Eurovision Song Contest. They believed that Asta Manana would probably have done better, but they wanted to be more daring, and they really wanted Waterloo, so they picked Waterloo. They did pick the right one, because obviously it won. I don't know how Asta Manana would have done, but it's so melodic, it's so beautiful, it's acoustic number, really good track, and it gets number 15. And at number 16 from Ring Ring, Graham didn't pick anything from Ring Ring, I don't think, because it wasn't credited to ABBA, it's credited to Benny, Bjorn, and Agneta and Frida. I'm picking it because it's really ABBA, and most of the reissues now are ABBA, even though this wasn't released in the UK until the 1980s. But the song is Nina, Pretty Ballerina, which is just an ABBA classic, an early ABBA classic, catchy as hell, really good, and it too featured on the Greatest Hits from '76. And then we go to The Visitors again, and this is actually a B-side, but it's on this deluxe version, and it's the B-side of One of Us, and the song is Should I Laugh or Cry? And yeah, absolutely brilliant. It should have been on the album. The chorus is so different to the verses, and I think maybe that's why they weren't too keen on it, because they weren't too sure if it worked or not. It does work. Frida led, absolutely great, and beautiful chorus. Okay, so we're getting through this rightly. Number 18, we'll go with Super Trooper, and it's The Piper, which was the B-side of Super Trooper single, and this is extremely catchy with the flute. It's like the Piper of Hamelin, I think it's about. But yeah, really catchy, sort of jiggy type song. Always loved it, so it gets my number 18. So 3 more songs left, and we go back to Arrival again, and it's That's Me, which was also the B-side of Dancing Queen. This could have been a single in its own right. It's got a video in its own right, and in some territories actually was a single. Really good song, Agneta led, catchy as hell. Again, they're all catchy, these. For a third Greatest Hits, you wouldn't expect all these songs to be really catchy. You'd think there would be real duffs in there, but they're not. This is absolutely magnificent, so it gets number 19. And number 20 and number 21 are from the same album, and they follow each other, and I can't split them up. And it's from The Visitors, and it's the last 2 tracks on the album. 20 is Slipping Through My Fingers, which Agneta sings, and it's about missing her child growing up, really. And it's gorgeous and it's heartbreaking, and then you get the hauntingly beautiful Like an Angel Passing Through My Room, which is stunning, absolutely stunning, and it's sung by Frida. It's only Frida. There's a clock ticking in the background. It's so sparse, but it's absolutely beautiful, and she can hit high notes as well, let me tell you, when you hear this. And this song was actually covered by Madonna during her music sessions. I think it came out as a B-side of a CD single or whatever, and to be frank, Madonna does quite a good version of it as well, but nothing beats Frida's. So there's my Beyond ABBA Gold, 21 tracks. This is the last of the ABBA videos because I'm really over egging the pudding here. I know I am, but I'm still on a high over this fantastic album here, Voyage. So I'll show the actual list here of the choices I made. Okay, if you're an ABBA fan, what do you think? Did I make good choices, bad choices, or whatever? If you're not an ABBA fan, you probably won't recognise any of those songs, but anyway, check some of them out on Spotify and see what you think. Okay, that's me for now. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.